Greetings to you all in the name of Jesus. Today we're going to learn 4 valuable lessons through asking. Asking is one of the biggest term I considered in the Bible. When I was meditating how we can know God and how we can, know the mysteries of the Bible, how we can grow more in the Lord, it's by asking. So I want to bring you 4 valuable lessons, through asking. For this one, this verse directly hit me. It is, Matthew 21:22. It says, if you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. So, what are we asking for? How are we asking for it? And how are we receiving it? So the ultimate goal is asking. So it says, when you ask, you will receive, that too in prayer. So whenever you are asking, that means you are praying to God, you are lining yourself to receive something from God. So what are those 4 valuable lessons, and why we should encourage each other to ask God, why we should encourage ourselves to ask God more and more in the days to come in our life, to experience His mighty presence in our life. The first point I wanted to bring to you is asking does not hurt. What is the worst thing that's gonna happen to you or me or somebody else when we ask God? Is God gonna punish you for something you're gonna ask? Or is God going to put you in jail? Or is God going to do something to you if you ask wrong? No, there is absolutely no harm if you ask God. So asking doesn't have to hurt you. So it is free. It is it is like punishment free. It doesn't have conditions, so it doesn't have any returns. So when you ask, you don't have to worry about anything. So first thing, we have to remember in our minds that asking doesn't have to hurt us. And we see that in Matthew 21:22, right? When we ask what we believe in prayer, God is going to give us that. And also, what are the what are we asking for in prayer? That is very important. So our motives or our thought process of asking what we are asking is very important. Sometimes we might ask for wrong things. Sometimes we might have requested or asked God for wrong things in our life that we are ashamed of, that we are not proud of. But you do not have to worry about it, because we learn and God will teach us what is the right thing to ask, what is the will of God, and what is the not the will of God to ask. So when we make some mistakes of asking the wrong things, you do not have to worry about it. And the second thing is, asking opens the doors that you don't even imagine that they were there in the first place. So when you ask, you think you might end up losing your job, or end up losing your relationships, end up losing your your house or your valuables or something and something else. But asking will open door that you haven't seen yet. So when you ask God, the doors will open for you. When you ask God, God will open the door. That's what Jesus said. That was God said. Knock and it shall be opened. Knock and it shall be opened. Seek and you shall find. Ask and you shall receive. So when you ask, you will receive. You might not see it when at the time of asking, but when you ask, you are in faith that you will receive what you are asking for. And the third thing that I want to tell is asking leads to answers. In James chapter 4 verse 2 and Proverbs 3:5, it says, trust in the Lord in all your with all your heart and lead not onto your own understanding. When we try to understand what God is doing in our life, what God is planning for our life, what God is planning to give to me and to you, we will not understand. We should not lean onto our own understanding. That's what clearly Bible says. We should not lean to our own understanding. So it leads to answers. When you ask God something, it will lead to the answer that you are seeking for. So never back out asking God for the answers. And the fourth thing that I want to bring to you about asking is asking glorifies God. We see in John 14:13, it says, and I will do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. So when we are asking in the name of the Son, Jesus Christ, about our lives, about our needs, about our anything, it will bring glorify to the God we serve. So never be an introvert near God. Don't let yourselves backwards or stop yourself from asking God the things that matter, that will bring you deliverance, that will bring you answers to life, that will bring you out of your misery, out of your trouble, out of your everything. So my dear friends, I have tried practicing, I have started practicing, and I am seeing the things are changing in my life. I asked for things that I have not yet seen, but God is giving me. In faith, I have started asking. I asked God in faith, and there are so many testimonies in my life that I have received from Him. So asking is very important. There's 4 important lessons that we have learned today. Asking does not hurt us. Asking will open our doors. Asking leads to answers, and asking glorifies God. I hope you all will ask God more and more in the days to come, and your lives be blessed in Him and through Him. May God bless you all. Bye-bye.